Not also on migration, we've heard from Florence Eshalomi, from Dame Caroline and Sir Geoffrey about the challenges of skills in the UK. Because construction, tech and digital and AI have come up today. Are you having any discussions with the Migration Advisory Committee about any shortage occupations that should be on their list? Because if you want to build the 1.5 million homes just to take construction, there will be a real squeeze with cladding and with the need to build those homes to find the skills available in the UK at the moment.
Yes, we are, and what we're doing is making sure that what the Migration Advisory Committee are doing is consistent with what we're doing in our Industrial Strategy Council and consistent with what we're doing with Skills England. In my view, those three have been operating as separate silos for far too long, and I want to bring them together. So
when will we see a list of shortage occupations that the Migration Advisory Committee publishes? When are you expecting that?
Well, I mean, that'll be a matter for the committee.
Yeah. But when are you providing the information into them? I mean, are you willing as Prime Minister to say yes? Sometimes we will need overseas skills to help deliver on the missions that you've set out.
Well, we're always going to need overseas skills. I can't imagine a situation where we don't need a single person into this country.
So you would give a green light, basically, well, the Migration Advisory Committee would have your blessing if it would.
No. I mean, the reason we're putting all three together is to make sure that what the Migration Advisory Committee are saying and advising is consistent with what we can deliver with Skills England, which needs to bear down on the skills we need for growth, and that is consistent with the industrial strategy, which is intended to bring businesses and those involved in growth.
But that will take a while, won't it? My point about asking about the Migration Advisory Committee is you need skills now to get to that target of 1.5.
Sure, but that conversation needs to take place.
Okay.
Obviously, what I don't want to do is to choke off businesses that are thriving at the moment by cutting their legs off and saying you can't have inward migration. But it needs to be part of a rolling programme so that we wean ourselves. We've got very high levels of net migration in this country. It's quadrupled since we left the EU, completely out of control under the last government. And part of that is a complete lack of coordination and strategy to have the skills we need in this country. So those discussions need to take place. In the meantime, I'm not going to chop the legs off our businesses.
I'm sure they'll be pleased to hear that.